Good morning. Toxic Positivity, Whitney J. So I didn't get to repost yesterday. I ran out of time. But I have a confession, guys. I have a serious confession I have to make. So I realized yesterday that I'm addicted to the gym now. I never thought I would be the one to say this, but it's finally happened. I finally got the gym bug. I'm a gym rat. I love going to the gym. Oh my God. This is such a big confession and a realization I've never thought I would have in my life. But I've been going to the gym for like 2, 3 months. And like yesterday, for some reason, it just like triggered, like not triggered. I'm gonna say glimmered because that's the new good term for being triggered in a good way, glimmered. So I was working out and I just felt like I don't know. The bug got me yesterday. I was just like, yo, I love this shit. Now I can see how people be addicted to the gym. Like I ain't gonna be on the rock kind of shit like 4 hours a day. But like yesterday, it finally clicked. Like, yeah, I love this shit. I'm gonna keep doing this. I love the way I feel. I'm gonna love the way I look. Even it's gonna be crazy. But anyway, I had to make that confession. I finally got the bug yesterday. So I'm kind of piggybacking off of the video I posted yesterday as far as like I've been helping, like I've been attracting people who want help, right? So I've noticed that the people who are attracted to me are crystal babies, like 20, like late 20s, 26, 27. And like I noticed like a lot of them are like at crossroads. So it's like they just really like basically needing a counselor. Like even one of them was like, "Are you a counselor or something?" And I was like, "No, I'm just a mom, I'm a bus driver, like." But he got that feeling from me, and I'm like, I've been like this my whole life, but now that I'm more conscious of it, it's definitely a whole nother level. But yeah, and like a lot of the time, well, at least two of them, at least two of the people I've talked to, like they already have a hint of spirituality. So I didn't really have to do or say much. Well, no, one of them I did have to say much to, because a lot of the time when you coming into spirituality, like you're curious about everything. Like you want to know everything. You think you know everything and you don't know shit. And so like you think you know some shit, and then when you start really learning spirituality, you don't know a goddamn thing. You don't know nothing. And you just keep learning and you keep learning and you keep learning. So I think the best part about spirituality is always being curious, always learning something new. Like you're never gonna know everything. Um, but yeah, like both, like two of the people I talked to, like they already had a hint of spirituality. Like they were already kind of into meditation, but they weren't doing it consistently. And I'm like, you got to start doing it more consistently because that's how you're gonna get your answers. And just other little tips or whatever. So, what was my other point? Lord, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, so another part of what I do or how I do it, and like this is also part of the Hey Yoga. Like there's like a lot of things to Hey Yoga. It's simple, but it's also complex. And like I said, I think every Hey Yoga is different. Like me, I think I'm very different because I've seen other Hey Yogas and heard about other descriptions, and like I have other things about being a Hey Yoga, and some things I'm not all Hey Yoga. Like um I don't know specifically, but I think I pretty much have all the traits of it. But anyway, my point was, as far as me saying before, like this is like the best analogy that I could give. And I've seen it on the internet, and like, Spirit kind of put it into my head. Like I had seen it on something, and they were saying like, I used to be a band-aid, right? So what do people do with band-aids? Like you put a band-aid on somebody, they just use it to heal and then they throw you away. So now I'm more so, I look at myself as I don't I'm not a band-aid anymore, but I teach you first aid. Like I'm gonna help you heal yourself. And then once you heal yourself, you'll be able to heal others. And if you keep getting hurt, you'll be able to heal yourself. Like, or like that old famous saying, like, I'm not gonna give you a fish, I'm gonna teach you how to fish. So you could keep fishing whenever you need food, or you could turn that shit into a business. Like that's my mentality. But as far as healing, um, a lot of the times when people think of a healer, they're like, oh, you're just going to go to them to heal. No, I'm going to teach you how to heal. I'm not just going to heal you. I'm going to teach you how to heal yourself, and then also that you can heal others. Like, I healed myself, and like I can heal others, but I'm also going to be able to teach you how to heal yourself, or show you show you avenues on how to heal yourself. So I just thought that was pretty dope. Like, when I first saw that, they were like, yeah, you a band-aid. And I'm like, yeah, I used to be a fucking band-aid. Like, people used to use me, heal themselves, and throw me in the fucking trash. But now I'm like, no, I'm gonna teach you first aid so you can heal yourself, and then if you feel inclined, you can heal others. And I think that's basically the purpose. Like, one of my purposes is to do that. So that's another thing that I'm incorporating, in whatever I'm doing. Because I'm saying I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just living. Sorry, y'all. I'm just living. I'm just going outside. People approach me, and they talk to me, tell me their problems. And you know what? I'm honestly thinking I'm kind of better than a therapist, because therapists, when you go to therapy, and I've never been to therapy, so don't. I'm not saying this is law. I'm saying this is fact. Just from what I've heard from other people talking about going to therapy, like, and my parents been to therapy, and it really didn't help them either, because I don't think people are truly honest when they go to therapists. I think they still shadow, like they still put up the mask, with therapists. But with me, people don't do it. Like, they are raw with me. Like, they will tell me stuff, and they tell me, they're like, I've never told anybody this before. They're like, I don't know why I feel like I could tell you this stuff. And I'm like, I mean, it's safe with me. I ain't gonna tell nobody your business, but like, they feel safe to talk to me. And I think that's dope. I think it's amazing. And I'm not gonna prescribe them no drugs, because I can't prescribe them no drugs. But even if I had the ability to, I wouldn't. Um, I would want somebody to heal naturally. I barely like taking medicine now, and I always try to find a natural way. But I'm not faulting, psychiatrists. I have respect for them. But like I said, it's not so much them, it's the people, because people are not very honest. Like I said, my parents was in therapy for years, and they were never honest. And like other people, I've had friends go to therapy, they weren't honest. And then it was always like a back and forth battle. Like, you know, it just seemed crazy to me. But I'm just like, when people come talk to me, they're like, I've never told any, and they do it like flowing, like freely. Like, I don't even barely ask them any questions. They'll just come up and start talking to me about stuff. So I think it's pretty dope. I just had to get that out. That, yeah, it's a lot of crystal babies that's attracted to me, and they're just looking for guidance at the end of the day. Like, and at the end of the day, I basically just tell them to look in. Like, I tell them to meditate to find their answers. So I'm basically just telling them, listen to yourself. But some people, and that's why I say that's why my ability is different too. With certain people, if they start talking to me, I can identify what is ailing them just by them talking. They're not even telling me what they have an issue, but if they're talking to me, I can tell what's going on with them. And see, me, that's the thing about the Heyoka, is that we'll say it. Like, we'll see it and we'll say it. Other people will see it, but they won't say it to the person because they're scared they're gonna hurt their feelings and all that. We don't care about none of that. Like, and we'll say it to you nicely. We're not gonna just be like rude and like, oh, you got issues, you got a drinking problem, and it's because your mama used to beat you, and like, we don't do all that. Like, we'll notice something in you, and then we'll phrase it that it could be received properly. Hopefully, if you're you know receptive to it. All right, so that's kind of what I wanted to get out. My timer's about to go off on this video. So like, share, subscribe, comment. Love you guys. Have a great day.